You know, have you ever really thought about what's going on when you close your eyes at night? Are we just powering down? Or is something way more mysterious and, honestly, way more fun happening behind the scenes? Well, let's dive into the absolutely astonishing science of sleep and what's playing at our brain's nightly film festival.
Okay, first, just look at this number. 26 years. That's how much of your life the average person will spend completely asleep. I mean, think about that. That is a massive chunk of our existence, way more time than you'll spend on almost anything else you do while you're awake.
So you gotta wonder, right? What is actually happening during all that time? We're about to pull back the curtain on that private cinema that your brain runs every single night and find out what's really going on in that mysterious one-third of our lives. To get started, you need to know that sleep isn't just one long snooze. Nope, it's much more like a carefully choreographed ballet with four main acts that repeat over and over all night long. So let's meet the performers.
The show kicks off with Act 1, drifting off. You know this phase. It's the I'm just resting my eyes stage where your thoughts get kind of weird and floaty. Then comes Act 2, light sleep. Here, your heart rate slows down, your body temperature drops, and your brainwaves start to chill out. You are officially off the grid.
Then we get to Act 3, deep sleep. And this is where your body's repair crew clocks in for the night shift. We're talking muscle growth, tissue repair, and giving your immune system a major boost. This is also what I like to call the zombie zone. You know, if someone wakes you up during this stage, you're going to be groggy, confused, and probably just grunt at them.
And finally, the star of the show, REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement, because yeah, your eyes are literally darting back and forth under your eyelids. If deep sleep is all about repairing the body, REM sleep is for the mind. Your brain waves actually fire up and look almost like they do when you're awake. This is where the magic and the wildest dreams happen.
So that brings us to the big mystery, doesn't it? We spend all this time in our own personal movie theater. But why? Why do we even dream in the first place? Well, scientists have some pretty fascinating theories.
One idea is that it's basically nightly therapy. Your brain is processing all the emotions from the day, sorting through the mental clutter. That's why your stressful work presentation might show up as you giving the talk, completely naked on a unicycle. Another theory is that it's threat rehearsal. It's like a drill. Your brain is practicing for high-stakes situations, a leftover from our ancestors. And that's why you might dream you're late for a final exam you haven't thought about in 20 years.
And then, of course, there's a third possibility. And I kind of love this one. Sometimes your brain is just having fun. It's playing a bizarre game of Mad Libs with random memories. And that explains perfectly why your third-grade teacher, a fire-breathing dragon, and the cereal aisle at the grocery store might all show up in the same weird storyline.
But here's a fun fact for all you people who say, "Oh, I don't dream." Oh, yes, you do. Everyone does. Every single night. You just forget them almost instantly when you wake up. It's like your brain hits the delete browsing history button right before you open your eyes.
Okay, so we've been the audience watching the show. But what if? What if we could be the director? Let's talk about how you can actually start to master this nightly adventure.
First things first, the basics. Your bedroom should be like a cave. Dark, cool, and quiet. You want to focus on the sleep promoters and avoid the saboteurs. So that means avoiding things like the blue light from your phone, caffeine late in the day, or a heavy meal right before bed. Instead, try reading a real paper book. And maybe the most important thing? Consistency. Your body absolutely loves it when you wake up at the same time every day.
All right, now for the holy grail for any dream explorer, lucid dreaming. This is that incredible mind-bending moment when, in the middle of a dream, you suddenly realize, hey, wait a minute, I'm dreaming. And once you know you're dreaming, you can potentially take control of the whole show. You could fly, face down a nightmare, or just explore.
So, how do you learn to do it? Well, start with reality checks. A few times a day, just stop and ask yourself, am I dreaming right now? And then try to do something impossible, like pushing your finger through the palm of your other hand. See, in a dream, it just might go right through. The other big one is to keep a dream journal right by your bed. The second you wake up, write down everything you can remember. This basically trains your brain to pay more attention to its own nightly movies. So, when you put it all together, it's pretty clear. Sleep isn't just downtime. It's not some biological chore we have to get through. It's an active, vibrant space for repair, for creativity, and for a nightly adventure into the unknown.
Every single night when you close your eyes, just remember this.
You're not just going to sleep. You are embarking on a journey through the most complex, personal, and absolutely fascinating landscape in the entire universe, your own mind.
By understanding this world, we can do more than just get a better night's rest. We can tap into one of the last great mysteries of being human. So that just leaves one question. Tonight, when the show starts, are you going to try to be the director?